If you have already voted, you know there are a lot of issues on the ballot this time around. 17 amendments to the Texas Constitution and a special election for State Senate District 9, which is in Tarrant County. Ion Politics reporter Jack Fink in our newsroom in Election Central. We don't often see these open seats for the Senate.
No, we sure don't, Doug. And when these seats do open up, there's often a lot of money spent on TV ads, which we've definitely seen in this case. Millions of dollars have been spent. Now, there are 3 candidates running in this race. One of them is a Democrat, Taylor Ramett. He's a union member and also a veteran. The other two candidates are Republicans, conservative activist Lee Wamsgans and former Southlake mayor and businessman John Huffman. Lots of ads of these two on TV who raised a lot of money. Now, to win outright, one of these 3 will need to get 50% plus 1 vote. If not, there will be a runoff sometime between late January and early February. SMU political science professor Matthew Wilson says these open seats are competitive.
Within the parties, it's very difficult to mount a primary challenge to a sitting state senator. You don't see it happen very often. So when they are open, they are hotly contested, and sometimes hotly contested between people who don't disagree about very much, right? Sometimes the battles are between people who are quite similar in terms of their political preferences on the key issues.
Now, this seat became open earlier this year when Republican State Senator Kelly Hancock resigned to become the acting Texas comptroller. This district remains a Republican district. Now, there are 17 amendments to the Texas Constitution on the ballot. Some of them involve property tax relief. Let's take a look. Proposition 13 is a big one, and it impacts 5.7 million Texans. If approved, it will raise the homestead exemption for homeowners from $100,000 to $140,000 on their school property taxes this year. There's also Prop 11, which impacts those over 65 and the disabled. If okayed by voters, the homestead exemption will rise to $200,000 on their school property taxes this year. And then there's Prop 9, which is designed to give small businesses a break on their property taxes on equipment and inventory. If approved, the exemption will rise from $2,500 this year to $125,000. This is for school, city, county, community, college, and hospital districts, and it starts next year. And then there are also bans proposed in the state of Texas on other certain taxes. We're talking about Propositions 2, 6, and 8, and if approved by the voters, will add provisions in the Texas Constitution not to allow taxes on capital gains, securities transactions, and on your inheritance. And then there is Prop 3, bail reform. If approved, it would require judges to deny bail for defendants charged with felonies such as murder. Prop 4 is the Texas Water Fund, and if okayed, it would require the state to spend $1 billion each year for the next 20 years to increase water sources for the state. As we all know, Doug, the state continues to grow by the number of residents, number of businesses keep coming in. The state is behind, and it's got to catch up to accommodate all of this growth.